Radical.
Welcome to part 2 of Radical Rapid Fire comment response for January 24th through January 30th, 2022. Short comments, quick replies. TG5455. The Packers will blow up the team after that poor performance against the 49ers. Aaron Rodgers is headed out the door because he said after the game in a press conference that he ain't going to be part of a rebuild, so we'll see where he's going in the offseason. Here's where I think he's going. I think he's going to Denver. I think it was set up for him to go to Denver. I think they hired the offensive coordinator from the Packers, I believe, as the new head coach. They got another guy from the Packers organization going there. It seems like it's just set up for him to go to Denver. And how will he do in Denver? Well, like I said before, it just depends on, what's in the script. My simple answer to most things football from here on out. Dylan Hill. I think this is one video I disagree with you on. It's not about the money for Angry Joe, really. I think it's more maybe he grew up loving to play video games and is angry with what the gaming scene is turning into, which I completely agree on with Joe on. Gaming just isn't what it used to be most of the time anyways, but there's still hidden gems out there. Well, it's fine to disagree. But here's the thing you got to understand about Angry Joe. If he started on YouTube as a guy that was just really passionate about speaking his mind on video games, what happened was, somewhere along the line, maybe he just got too big for his own britches and he lost the essence of what he got on the platform for. The greed kind of took over. He basically became corporate commander before our very eyes through the years, Dylan Hill. Kev, 7/11/2001. Why do people watch him again? We're talking about Angry Joe. Well, I guess what happens is people just don't know that there's a lot of great YouTube channels out there, and maybe they get recommended to Angry Joe. You can make an argument that him and other Joe, they aren't the worst people to watch on YouTube. There might be a couple funny segments or whatnot. Other Joe is kind of funny from time to time, but the thing about that is, like I said, I think most people, they don't know and are not aware of just how many great YouTube channels are out there just waiting to be discovered. So Angry Joe's kind of clogging things up. And even if you want other YouTubers that are angry and do the angry shtick, there's a lot of angry YouTubers that do it better than Angry Joe. Raw, LMC, AP, APEXIRGT. Well, you didn't add an 85 to that? You can't be Apex IRGT 85. I own that same ugly-ass CD case, but without Gears of War sticker. Really, you have the same case, but without the Gears of War sticker. Well, that Gears of War sticker is what makes it unique. That's what makes it a unique Gears of War rare CD case. I wonder if people have actually done that before, like put a sticker of something on something and make it look official. I know when you're reselling a car, sometimes people put a GT Sport, twin turbo edition or whatever. It's funny that people will sometimes try to label things or upsell them to basically, sell them at a higher price. Do any of you know of any experiences where you've known people that have done that, or it's been done where people basically fraudulently try to upsell something by, even if not putting a sticker on it, but saying that it's a super limited rare edition of something when it's actually really not. You just put limited on there. Tosin Stardom. You could probably karate chop your way through all that chippered. Yeah, you actually did. And I changed plans because I wanted it to be a surprise. You actually did guess what the next upload was going to be. I was actually literally going to take that chipboard and go outside, and I was actually going to set up and do like, all the voices and everything. And then I was going to do a skit. I'm not saying I might do it in the future, but it kind of soured me on doing that skit because I was like, Tosin Stardom, you figured it out. So, big ups to you for actually guessing what the next upload was going to be for Shelf Saturdays. Michael Jarvis, aka Sleepy Jarvis, you busted on through to the other side with that fine one-handed screwing. Break on through to the other side. Yeah, that one was just put together. It was. And a lot of the Show Off Saturdays are just kind of put together. Saturday might be on its way out the door, and I'm like, oh crap, I gotta do something for Show Off Saturday. I literally just looked around. I had some chipboard. I had some screws. I had a screwdriver. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go with a theme, a home improvement theme, and I'm going to try to make this work. And it turned out to be, I think, one of the best ones I've done in a while. And to some people that said like it hurt to watch me kind of, screw, it didn't hurt my wrist, but I made it seem like it actually was hurting, but actually it didn't take a whole lot of strength for me to actually, because I've done a lot of screwing. So when you've done a lot of screwing, it becomes easier and easier to screw. Rando 1975. What about if the video gets taken down? Then can't even see what you wasted your money in. Great point. I talked about Donut Media and how there's this thing called Super Thanks now, to where you actually pay money to get your comment highlighted under an upload. As stupid as that sounds, there's people that will actually pay money to have their comment highlighted under a YouTube video in a YouTube comment section. But this is a great point. If you put your money down to have that highlighted, what happens if there is a legal dispute on Donut Media? Maybe there's a reason that they have to take down that upload and re-upload it or something like that. What happens? Well, what happens is you basically have wasted your money, is what happens. Sean A. That Metal Jesus card is definitely non-fungible. I forgot what fungible and non-fungible means. I don't know. I do know that the card, if it was created, would be 100% leak proof. That'd be a whole interesting thing, that would be a leak proof card. Let's see if there was a Radical Reggie card. Let's see, what would it be? It would have advertisements for that. I'm at a loss here. Would it have holes in it, kind of like that vehicle that he drives? Yeah, it might have holes in the card. And if it was a John Hancock card, it would be a humble hologram card. I bet a lot of you don't even know what hologram cards are, do you? Pigsy Magic. Just the title is amazing. Well, thank you. I forget which Angry Joe upload, which title it was. It was a rad rewind and everything. I reworked that title. I've done a lot of that in these rad rewinds. I've either changed out the gameplay, the outro, I've reworked the thumbnail, the title. It's kind of like a reimagining of a lot of the uploads that, for whatever reason, have basically, I wasn't able to put back on the channel, or due to copyright concerns, they were no longer on the channel, but I still have them in a folder on my hard drive. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to rework this and re-upload it as a rad rewind and kind of like reimagine and remaster some of those uploads. I've even adjusted and changed the audio or boosted the audio on some of those. Mitch Mays. I always appreciate the detail he puts into his reviews, but honestly I think the Angry Joe thing is kind of like a character now. He's only like that in his major reviews. Almost like a persona, like AVGN. Oh, and as far as the sports games, yeah, only get them when they're on sale. Well, when it comes to AVGN, the difference between James Rolfe and Angry Joe is people know that James Rolfe is different than his AVGN persona. He's admitted that it is a persona. The thing with Angry Joe is, Angry Joe has never admitted that that is a persona. But most people that are not stupid, a lot of his audience that actually are stupid, they don't know that that's actually a persona. Well, you talk about sports games, I think in the thumbnail I put NBA 2K, was it 20, 21, I'm not sure. One of the older ones. And you're seeing that correctly. That game is $6.99. $6.99. When it comes to sports games, there is such a drop-off in value. It is shocking. But that's great. I'll explain why. If you just want a sports game and you don't keep up to date with a lot of the rosters, if you don't care about the rosters and you just want to play some sports games, $6.99 is a great deal for a NBA 2K game. You can get a lot, especially if you play with other people and you have other people that... if you don't care about the rosters and you just want to play some good basketball, NBA 2K, used copies of NBA 2K, it's a great value. $5, $6, $7, couple years old. You cannot beat that. It's still going to have a lot of the players like Kevin Durant, Zion Williamson, Kyrie Irving. It's still going to have a lot of those same players, but just not a lot of the rookies and whatnot. And hell, the rookies Usually, unless it's a rare instance, they're not big impact players in the NBA when they're just rookies. But yeah, you can get some great deals on some sports games, and I do second that. Definitely get sports games when they are on sale. Do not pay $60, $70 specifically now. Do not pay $70 for a new sports game. The value will depreciate. It's kind of like if you go out and you buy a car for $80,000 and every month the value goes down $5,000. Would you do that? Would you buy a sports car in that instance that devalues five to $10,000, a percentage of it every month? No, you wouldn't do that. So don't do that when it comes to sports games.
Alley Cat Blues.